Okay, so what are we doing today? Huh? What are we doing today, boys? Hey, Beavis? Yeah, Beavis, what are we doing today? We're going to look for bad guys, yeah? Now we're going to go to the shops and get Jessie her eye medication because she's got diabetes and she's also, I think it's affected her eyes, so she has to have eye drops, but she almost went blind. But now we've got her fixed up and she's fine. And there's the General Chow. Hey, Chow. Yay, nice and sunny today. Okay, Beavis, you're not allowed to chase the bike. Chase the bike, you die. Okay, let's see. Oh, it didn't start first time. Too bad. Come on. Hey, no. Bad boy. Bad. No, bad. I don't think it's going to do anything. I'll chase the bike anyway. Okay, we're going to take a little trip around the farm and then go to the usual shopping centre, and I haven't got much to say today. So just sit back and enjoy the ride, babies. Oh, come on, move. These guys. bad guy. Hi, is this your car? Doing some nature shots? No, I was just checking, doing the farm. We're just checking because you're parked here and yeah. We often get trespassers, that's the only thing.
Oh yeah, no, I've just been walking around.
No, it doesn't look like, you don't look like a trespasser to me. You look like a bird watcher.
Yeah, just walking around here.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, no bother. You can walk right around, you know?
Oh yeah. No, but no, you wouldn't believe some people dump rubbish, some people dump cars.
Rubbish, yeah, I know.
And some people do all sorts of things. Because it's all a private property.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of, because if someone hurts themselves, then he's the one that gets in trouble, even though they shouldn't be on the land. But so what I do and what he does is we always go around, just have a look every day.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, thank you. Sorry to disturb. You're an avid bird watcher or something, or?
Yeah. I guess,
Like there's a lot more pine martins around here now and stuff like that. Yeah, and they're all coming back. I think it's the brown squirrel, is it, that's coming back? Or the grey?
The red squirrel.
The red squirrel, sorry, the red squirrel.
Yeah, like the grey squirrels have been kind of keeping the red squirrels out, you know.
Yeah.
But like with more pine martins would more likely predate on the grey squirrels.
On the grey squirrels, yeah, and they're leaving the red ones alone.
Exactly, yeah.
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 No, it's certainly a good spot for it now. Anyway, sorry to disturb you. I didn't want to scare you being on the bike and think, what's this guy trying to do, steal my car or something? No. It's very hard to steal a car. Yeah, when you're on a bike braking. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
Just before I go, I just remembered. So if you come over here,
It's in all directions, isn't it?
it's Instagram, you know that website?
Yeah.
With the photographs, so it's called Dunsany Nature Reserve,
Alright.
right? And they're all the photographs on the reserve. And he saves birds. He's involved with people that save wild animals. There's lots of deer on the property too, as you probably mentioned.
I've seen the deer.
There's deer. But anyway, it's
You can see them like, just when you're walking along here, you can see them inside.
if you can remember, it's called Dunsany Nature Reserve.
Dunsany Nature Reserve.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Okay.
So you don't have to join it, but you know, it'd be good if you do. But you can follow it. Like I said, you can see all the, because they release foxes that have been caught, like in the wild, and pigeons and all birds, all sorts.
Yes, well, there are very few places like this. Like certainly in Meath, there's very few places like this. You know? Like when you're bird watching, you kind of look for a place with plenty of trees and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And this time of the year is good. You know, there's lots of blackcaps and jays.
Yeah, I've seen hundreds of little birds ever since for the last. Every year it's getting more and more and more. I'm not a bird person, so I apologise for not knowing all the names, but I just see all the little like finches, but some of them are like this big, little tiny ones. And we have a few Jack Russells, and one of the Jack Russells went to attack one on the grass, and it just turned around, went "Arr!" and the Jack Russell got scared and ran away, and the bird was only like that big. But I've never seen those birds around. Like I said, there's just so much. Like I said before, I only saw crows when I was first here. Now I see everything.
Yeah, there are buzzards here too. You can hear them, you see them.
Yeah, they make a lot of noise. I know they go crashing, like the pine martins, they tend to go crashing through the trees.
Yeah. Well, like, sometimes you'll see them flying quite high. Particularly, from... Actually, when I was just passing here, I saw a couple of them. So there's about 2 pairs around here. They're nesting here. Yeah, like you'll hear them, that kind of sort of wild call that they make. But there's, you know, it's good to see. But unfortunately, like some parts of the country, there recently in where was it, in Cork, 22, believe it or not, 22 buses were poisoned.
For what?
Cork.
Yeah, 22 were
They were poisoned.
poisoned.
Yeah, poisoned.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I suppose a lot of people really, a lot of it's down to ignorance. People associate, particularly a lot of farmers, associate birds of prey with killing sheep and
I don't think there'd be. I couldn't see a buzzard flying off with a 40-pound sheep or something. 50
lambs.
lambs, but they'd be doing.
Ones they take ones that are going to die anyway.
Yeah, but also the main thing would what the farmers want to get rid of, like rabbits and stuff, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they're probably doing the farmers a favour more than anything.
Yeah, but you know, it's very hard to change the culture, you know. Because like I'm a member of Birdwatch Ireland now, and like it's difficult. Like we do a sort of a countryside bird survey. We do that every year. We haven't done it much this year because of the COVID thing, but it's done every year between April and June.
Yeah.
And like over the years, you can see the kind of the trends, you know. Some birds have completely decreased, you know. Like the yellowhammer now, for instance, used to be very widespread. But changes in farming practices and stuff have meant there's very little food. Very little food for the yellowhammer.
You'd like this one because he takes pictures of birds, and he's got a great camera. He's got this expensive Nikon and a very expensive 300mm lens, so he can get right up there.
Yeah,
I can't get a signal here.
No. Take a lot of wildlife photographs.
Yep, just see. Should be a few on here. No. Do you have a pen and paper? Do you have a pen and paper? Do you have a pen and paper? You got a good memory?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so he's on Instagram again,
Yeah.
and it's Drax, DRAXX 85.
Right.
Drax 85. That's his Instagram, and all he's been doing the last 3 or 4 months is taking pictures of birds. But they're really
Here.
no, in Austin. He lives in Austin, Texas.
Oh.
But he goes out. There's a nature reserve out there.
Yeah, which Texas is a fabulous place. So DRAXX 85.
Yes, and yeah, and he does. They look like, and I'm not exaggerating. They look like something out of National Geographic. Like he's got a really good eye, and he's got a really good camera and lens. He's got a 70 to 300mm, and that really looks like high-end professional photography of birds. He finds out the names of them, and then he asks people on Instagram. He goes, "Does anyone know the name of this bird?" Because he's not an expert.
Right.
Anyway, so
yeah, the numbers over there would be far greater than here, you know.
Yeah.
In Texas now, Texas will be one of the sort of major places in the United States for birds, you know.
Yeah.
Particularly southern Texas, you know, through the Rio Grande and places like that. I've been to Arizona, all right. Haven't been to Texas, but I've been to Arizona. Arizona's brilliant. Lots of lovely birds in Arizona. You know, believe it or not, even Central Park in New York is very good. Hard to believe.
Yeah. Well, have you been to New York yourself and seen Central Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. They've even got full size, like what are those called? Those the ships with the big wheels at the back, like steamers on it. And I was shocked. I didn't realise how big Central Park. Because I've been to Hyde Park, of course, and big parks, but this was just incredible. You know, like to have full-size, huge boats going up and down, and it was actually amazing. So yeah, I do believe that. You could probably live there and never get found. Yeah, I'm sure many people do. But anyway, thank you very much.
No bother.
My name's Stephen. So,
Pat.
hey Pat. So if you see me around, if I see you around, I won't bother you again, don't worry.
Yeah, because I usually come maybe once or twice. Particularly like this time of the year now, when when the birds are kind of active. Less so, sort of from mid-June onwards, it gets very quiet, and then you get a lot of birds then departing they migrate, because we get birds coming from Africa to here as well, So usually from say April to maybe mid to late June, it's kind of the max. I usually try to keep an eye on it,
Cool, I'll let you go. But just remember Dunsany Nature Reserve on Instagram, and then Drax, DRAXX 85 for all the, you'll see a lot of great, in fact you'll probably be able to help him, because he's like I said, he's often asking, all his friends are computer programs, so they got no idea. So anyway, thank you. Hello. Because stay on your side of the road, fellas! Not that there's much of a side to stay onto. It's not very wide, Irish roads. Dirt. Do not like dirt. Doggy! Yay, doggy!
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Gave those police a nod like I'm a really friendly bikie, like, hey, I didn't do anything wrong, I'm cool, don't look at me, don't check my bike out, don't turn around. So I'm gonna park the bike and then I'm gonna run like 100 miles an hour faster than the bike. You won't be able to catch me. I mean, run on foot. Dump the bike and run. That's cheap. It's got my registration.